Welcome to the Charcoal Barbecue Kitchen, where everything is cooked with charcoal. Today I want to settle the great debate about which fuel is better, lump charcoal or briquettes. Lump charcoal is made from pure hardwood. By converting it to charcoal by burning off all of the wood gas. And briquettes are made from taking the scraps of the milling industry and combining it with water and starch and possibly other additives into a uniform shape. So you want to make sure you buy pure hardwood briquettes if you do decide to use that fuel. In talking about the positives of lump charcoal, the main positive is the ignition process, which results in the lump charcoal giving off a beautiful, beautiful smelling smoke. And that, of course, is what makes it such a good fuel to cook with, because it's very nice smelling. It's also faster to ignite lump. It burns hotter, and it can be snuffed and reused easier than briquettes, which tend to smolder. And lump charcoal produces less ash than briquettes. Briquettes are possibly cheaper than lump, and in fact I think they should be, because we're doing the milling industry a favor by using up their scraps. So I don't really understand why briquettes are so expensive. The main positive of briquettes, because of their uniform shape though, is that the fire is always predictable, because it gets nice airflow around each of the briquettes. And briquettes burn longer than lump, but at a lower temperature. So I've prepared a video here of me igniting some briquettes, and I'm just showing you the horrendous smoke that comes out of the chimney here, and it's just filling my whole backyard. So I'm using newspaper in the chimney to ignite briquettes here, and I didn't show that, but the briquettes are ignited now at the bottom, and it's just emanating a terrible, terrible stench. It must be that it's burning off the starch and the water that's used as a binder in this, but it really, really stinks. I honestly think a skunk would be killed dead smelling this. There is no pleasure at all in igniting briquettes, so you've got to go inside the house or do something else while this is igniting. And then as soon as it stops burning off that foul odor, when you get it into your barbecue, add some nice sweet smelling smoking wood or some wood chips. But I don't see the appeal of using briquettes at all because of this. We're about 10-15 minutes in here, and it still just stinks a bit. It's almost stopping, but still doesn't smell the best. Now the smoke that stinks is probably mostly gone. You can wait even longer for those top briquettes to cover in white ash. I think here I'm deciding to dump this almost too soon. So because I dumped it too soon, there's still a foul odor. I don't understand people who use the snake method when they smoke in the kettle, because you're constantly igniting new briquettes and releasing this terrible stench of the binder and the water. Yikes! Here is lump charcoal, and I decided to do a test in the chimney with that, and the smoke coming off is just altogether different. There's not nearly as much. You can see there's not nearly as much smoke coming off. Little bit of smoke, but that's what makes lump charcoal so great, is that smoke smells good. So I'm just watching this here. Oh, it's a beautiful Beautiful hardwood smell. I think this is probably royal oak charcoal, which is one of my favorites. However, you don't need to use a chimney to ignite lump. I prefer using a heat gun because it ignites very fast that way. This is about 10 minutes, so it's much faster than briquettes, which are 20 to 25 minutes. Lump charcoal is less dense, so the fire ignites faster. So here we have a heat gun, and that's taken from my other video where I show how to ignite lump. You can actually get it going with just sticking the heat gun into the lump, or you can use a piece of newspaper. And the conclusion, lump charcoal is better for me. It just smells better, the ignition process is beautiful. I highly recommend lump charcoal.